I'd talk about two things you need to know about this week in the cannabis industry. Again, give it just like 15 more seconds here, let the room fill up. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Big things coming up this week, taxes due. So we'll talk about that specifically. And then another city coming on for licensing in the cannabis industry. All right, so looks like we'll just hop in right here, see people joining in. Thank you for joining. All right, so two things to know this week in the cannabis industry. So number one, taxes and tax extensions are due this week on October 15th. Now today is the 12th, so it's going to be Thursday is the 15th. So if you have a single member LLC, a C Corp, or your personal income taxes and you filed an extension for them, they are due this week at the state and federal levels. Now, why work with Green Growth CPAs? You can work with anybody on the planet, but why work with us? How we can help you out with your cannabis business tax filings. So number one, cannabis is our specialty and we have a lot of experience in it. So since 2016, we've been able to help a lot of cannabis businesses file their taxes. And we want you to leverage our experience to your benefit. Now, with hundreds of active clients all around the country and even internationally, we've seen pretty much every tax scenario that a cannabis business could face. There's lots of nuances and we've seen a lot of these different things. And if we don't know it or haven't seen it specifically, we have the framework to figure it out. Now, our clients range from the small $100,000 revenue operators all the way up to large, big public companies doing $25 million a year. So we've seen a lot of different things in the whole broad spectrum of cannabis business taxes. Now, you could have a question about 280E or how to file for multiple cannabis business entities, or maybe you're running a multi-state operation that's had explosive growth. No worries. We can help you out, help you file accurately and on time. And secondly, we can be your one-stop shop. Now, instead of working with a few different CPAs or a few different firms to get your taxes done, we can do everything from your cannabis business tax needs all the way through your personal tax needs. So when you work with Green Growth CPAs, we want you to feel confident about the numbers of your business and how they're going to impact your personal tax filings, because it changes every year, right? And so you want to make sure you're being put into the best tax position possible. And by taking a holistic, overarching, larger look at your tax situation, we can help you get into that best tax situation possible. But best of all, you can actually save time by working with our team remotely. There's no need to come in. We can do everything online. Very, very smooth process. And lastly on this is that you've got enough to worry about. Running a cannabis business is incredibly difficult. And as a cannabis business operator, you know that you need to wear 10 different hats to keep your business operation moving forward. So with cannabis business taxes, you don't want to shoulder all of that burden. And it's a smart idea to work with a professional, because cannabis CPAs are not necessarily just costs. Instead, they're investments in the peace of mind and the financial health of your business. When you actually know that your taxes are filed properly and with a reasonable methodology behind the numbers of those, it's really, really worth it to know that you're going to be in a good position. So reach out to our team and we can help you file your cannabis business taxes today. And lastly, the second thing you need to know is that Los Angeles is opening up a new round of cannabis business licensing. Now, the next round of cannabis business licensing in Los Angeles will open up on October 20th at 2 p.m. That's according to the DCR. And they let us know about this. Now, the application window has no scheduled closing date. It's just going to be an open rolling window here. And licenses are available for deliveries, distributors, non-volatile manufacturing, and testing labs. Now, all the delivery licenses are going to be for qualified social equity applicants only, but the other three verticals are going to be available for everybody. So you can get distro, manufacturing, or testing as a non-social equity applicant. And the reason all these delivery licenses are being given to or earmarked for social equity applicants is because the city ordinance changed and it got adopted in July. You know, kind of the changes from that, the lawsuit that happened from the initial round of licensing long time ago. And as you may know, the LA licensing has been pretty slow, and it's been, there's delays, there's lawsuits, and just problems in the systems. So it's pretty far behind schedule. So these upcoming licensing windows should hopefully give people that have been waiting and kind of squatting on the LA area, some relief. Hopefully you can get your business open. So those are the two things to know this week. The taxes are due for C Corp, single member LLCs, and personal income taxes. Your extensions are due this week, October 15th. So reach out to us if you need help with that. And licensing is open up on October 20th for the city of LA for delivery, distribution, non-volatile manufacturing, and testing. So hopefully that opened your eyes up to a few things going on here. If you need help, please reach out to us via our website at greengrowcpas.com. Click on the Get Started button in the top right corner, or give us a call at 800-674-9050. We can help you with your cannabis business taxes. We can help you with the licensing process, help you to understand a few things. So let's just hop here. See, I see some questions coming in. All right. Good. So your boy Ryan, he said, hey, he's been watching a lot of videos and he says it's very valuable. Thank you very much. I'm glad these have been valuable for you. Now the goat tree here says, like taxes aren't enough, social equity. Look, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of compliance things in the cannabis industry. And taxes is just kind of the nature of the beast. You've got to pay a lot of taxes, and that's why having a professional allows you the speed and the intelligence to go fast and not burn a bunch of money on taxes. Think about it. If you can save 10, typical cannabis business is going to be paying 40 to 60%, maybe even more depending on their vertical and taxes. Now, if you can reduce that, say by 10 percentage points, so going from say 50 down to 40%, and you're making $1 million a year in gross revenue, you're saving $100,000 in taxes. Now, our fees are nowhere near $100,000, right? Probably 1/50th of that, so 2% of that. So where can you go and invest $2,000 to $3,000 and potentially save $100,000? That's the power of working with a CPA. So hopefully that helps you to understand that CPAs, yeah, they can be a cost center, but they can also be a good place to help you save money. So hopefully that helped out and helped you to answer that there. But again, I just wanted to hop on here for two things to know. Taxes are due on the 15th. Do not forget about that. As well as LA is opening up for new licenses. So if you need help with either of those, please visit our website at greengrowcpas.com or give us a call at 800-674-9050. All right, have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.